Hi everyone. So today our little Montessorians came and visited Little Montessori Pundit's outdoor classroom in the sensory garden. I had prepared 2 wheelbarrows for their rucksacks so that they didn't have to carry their rucksacks on their back. So I had 2 groups visiting the giving garden. So there was a route planned and I took them through the sensory garden. So first we came to the vegetable garden where we looked at the herbs and some vegetables, and then we continued on our journey and went through the woodland park. Here also we made mini stops and we looked at some holes in the ground, so explained that those holes were made by the mice, and we continued. We then went and looked at the ponds, and that was also very interesting for them. And once after we had finished looking at the pond and the pond life, we went back and we made our journey through the pebble path. So walking along the pebble path, we entered the Montessori outdoor classroom. Straight ahead you can see the bench, and that's where we would get together with the children and do our morning circle and goodbye circle time. So there are different activity stations laid out. So here is the music corner, and they can make their own music. Here is the bell. Next activity was Introduction to Weights. This activity introduces a child to exploration of comparisons such as heavy or light, introduction to early mathematics, and much more. Next activity was tree bark rubbing, which was thoroughly enjoyed by the little ones. Just stick a plain A4 paper to the tree trunk with a sticky tape and give some crayons, and the children will rub the crayons on the paper and they will see the print coming through, which is very exciting for them. Next station was the weaving frame. Children collected their own twigs and leaves and flowers and they weaved it through, and they thoroughly enjoyed it, because this gives them a very sensorial feeling when they touch the leaves and the flowers, as well as things like mint leaves or thyme. They enjoyed the mud kitchen and grated some chalk. You can see they had just wonderful time. Next station was the flower pounding activity. Next station was by using wooden blocks and planks. They had to create their own balancing activity, and they used different ways of creating their own bridge and then walk on. Next station was the Japanese Zen garden. They thoroughly enjoyed the water fountain and used the tools to create waves in the grit, and also enjoyed the smell of the thyme river. So when they were using the tools and when it brushed against the thyme, they could smell it. So that was very sensorial experience for them. Here is the bridge that they had to walk over and go to the water fountain or to get their tools. So the children had a choice of activities that they can choose and move from station to station. So This was a very good experience for the team, myself, and we thoroughly enjoyed this wonderful day with our little Montessorians.